Now on CoastTV News.
Dune debate. Concerns are mounting about plans to build on Cape Henlopen State Park.
A game changer for parking in Milton, a new lot that the town officials hope will help businesses and the community.
And we continue to see fire concerns across parts of the Delmarva Peninsula. We'll talk more about that, plus a chilly start to the weekend, and we could be ending our days without measurable rainfall this weekend. I'll break it all down in my full forecast coming up.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
On your screen right now is where DENREC's latest project could take shape if improvement plans get the green light. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with environmental groups angry about plans for a new bathhouse.
And here's a look at the McBride bathhouse at Cape Henlopen State Park right now. State officials say it's in rough shape and there are plans in the works for a bigger, more modern replacement. But as CoastTV News reporter Brandon Ferguson explains, the proposed location for a new facility, it sparked some strong opposition.
The David McBride Beach Bathhouse at Cape Henlopen State Park was built in 1976, and according to DENREC, it has not seen any significant upgrades since then. Officials say it does not have enough bathrooms, and it is not in line with the Americans with Disabilities Act standards. There are now plans to build a new two-story bathhouse on another dune a few hundred feet away. Sally Boswell with the environmental group Preserve Our Parks thinks this is the wrong move.
DENREC has signs posted throughout the park to stay off the dunes. So one would presume that if you're not supposed to walk on the dunes because it can damage them, that building on the dunes would probably also be a harmful thing.
And this isn't the first time plans to build on the dunes have been criticized. 2 years ago, a proposal for a restaurant in the same area was paused by DENREC after public outcry. Lingala suggests upgrading the existing bathhouse rather than building a new one.
I don't think environmentally it's going to be sound. The dunes are sacred land around here, so I would propose personally to just fix up what we already have. You know, it's already an established area. Expanding it any further, I would definitely not approve of that.
We reached out to DENREC about these plans, but CoastTV was told the department had no comment as of Friday.
While this project is just in the proposal stage, DENREC has not given us any dates on when this could possibly be approved for building on the dunes behind me. In Lewis, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
And Brandon touched on this, but this is not the only time that there's been opposition from environmentalists at Cape Henlopen State Park. In 2022, a restaurant was proposed at the park, but those plans ultimately did not go through, in part because the Preserve Our Parks Coalition spoke out against the development and even threatened to take legal action.
So let's go to our Coast TV poll for the evening. We want to know, how should Cape Henlopen State Park balance development? Let's
take a look at the results. So far, we're pretty split up here. 51% of people saying protect the environment, 28 saying focus on maintenance, a few saying limit new buildings and expand visitor amenities.
But this is the first time we've run the poll. There's a chance these numbers are going to shift around a little bit. If you want to be part of that conversation, go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. Now let's take a live look into Laurel. Nice picture there, but we need to find out what's going on with our weather. And to do that, we go to First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobuono. Chris, what's it going to look like this weekend?
Good evening, Charlie. Well, it's actually going to be a pretty chilly start to the weekend. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But yes, a beautiful shot there. Red flag warnings continue as those bone dry conditions accompanying lower humidity and gusty winds helping to fuel that wildfire concern. Now, as we start the weekend, as I mentioned, it's going to be very nice, sunny, but much cooler than what we've experienced over the past few days. And look at that. We're talking about potentially measurable rainfall by the tail end of the weekend. Now, you see those red flag warnings up for the entire state of Delaware. Look at the expanse of these warnings. I have never seen this many, this entire coverage of these red flag warnings in all my life living here. Just goes to show you how dry conditions have been. We're now at day 43 without measurable rainfall. And you can see we are bone dry across much of the mid-Atlantic. Heading out to ball games tonight, it will be a chilly night. Temperatures falling through the 60s. And then eventually the 50s overnight. We're going to talk about some cold nights ahead, as well as a few threats of rain in that extended forecast.
All right, thank you, Chris. Well, a new parking lot next to the Historical Society in Milton should double the amount of available parking downtown, about 60 spots in all. The town will lease the land from the Historical Society. The lot will be paid for through developer impact fees, charitable remainder trusts, and some grant money that will go toward making everything handicap accessible. Whether you'll have to pay to park or not, that's still up for debate.
I think it's going to be a tremendous boon to the town. I cut my hours back and don't come in on the Saturdays because people can't come in to get their haircuts because there's no place to park.
And if all goes according to plan, the construction will begin in spring 2025 and be finished in the summer.
Staying in Milton, if you live here, you might have noticed it this morning. People throughout the town reported experiencing little to no water pressure. Now, the town says they've resolved the issue. In fact, they managed that before 11:30 a.m. Councilman Scotty Edler says, depending on where in Milton you live, you may or may not have had this issue.
It was from what I understand, it was a pressure sensor that went bad sometime this morning. We got over 400 calls that there was either no water or low water pressure. Water has been restored and water pressure has been brought back up to where it needs to be. So we should be all good.
The water department began necessary repairs around 7:50 a.m.
Over in Lewis, it's an exciting time at the library. Back in September, this is what the new pavilion outside looked like, and now it's almost done. The project was approved by the City Council back in May. It's being paid for in part by federal American Rescue Plan Act funding. Some locals say they can't wait to try it out.
It's really great to have an outside space at the library, especially since when you're at the library, you're not really supposed to be talking. So it'd be nice to go outside and you can converse with people.
And this pavilion project should be done by the end of the year, and events should start there in spring of 2025.
President-elect Trump is working on filling his administration as Republican victory grows larger, with another state joining Mr. Trump's win column. NBC's Alice Barr shows us why the president-elect is facing pushback already on his agenda.
As the incoming Trump administration starts taking shape, the president-elect naming his co-campaign chair, Susie Wiles, as the first female White House chief of staff, praising her on election night.
Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The Ice Maiden, we call her the Ice Maiden.
And while the transition team weighs options for other cabinet roles, from members of Congress to Trump insiders, the current Justice Department is evaluating how to wind down the 2 federal criminal cases against President-elect Trump to comply with department policy against prosecuting a sitting president. Special counsel Jack Smith today asking the judge in the January 6th election interference case to pause the process for a month until Smith formally requests next steps. President-elect Trump has said he would fire Smith after taking office. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell says he is not going anywhere. With his term running until May of 2026, he was firm that Mr. Trump can't legally fire him.
If he asked you to leave, would you go?
No.
And in a phone interview with NBC News, President-elect Trump calling a strong and powerful border one of his top priorities, saying his administration would have no choice but to carry out his campaign trail promise of mass deportations of undocumented migrants, and that there is no price tag.
El pueblo unido!
Immigrant rights protesters in Manhattan pushing back, while the president-elect tells NBC News he believes he has a mandate to bring common sense back to the country. His election victory growing today as NBC News calls Nevada for Mr. Trump the latest swing state he flipped back in a decisive win. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
In consumer news, one U.S. company just announced plans to drastically change its business operations to avoid President-elect Donald Trump's proposed tariffs. Thursday, multi-billion-dollar shoe company Steve Madden said it would cut in half the amount of goods it sources from China to avoid heavy tariffs. About 2/3 of Steve Madden's business relies on goods that are imported to the United States, and of those imports, 70% are from China. Trump has promised steep across-the-board tariffs on imports with a significant tax upwards of 60% on goods coming from China.
The Internal Revenue Service released its 2024 financial report this week. During the fiscal year, the IRS collected more than $5 trillion in tax revenue, more than $98 billion in enforcement revenue, and it distributed $553 billion in federal tax refunds. Still ahead, extreme weather. Coast-to-coast crews across California and New Jersey continue to battle blazes among dry conditions.
And we're seeing clear skies and some cool temperatures in Dover, 68. Grab the jacket if you're heading out this evening for some football games. As temperatures falling into the 50s under starry skies. We do talk rain chances, believe it or not, in that 7-day forecast. I'll break it all down here in minutes.
But first, we'll share all the cool things to do and places to visit this weekend. That's up next.
Act fast. It's an extreme internet deal. Low prices, high speeds, and big bonuses. Switch now and get Internet 250 for $19.99 a month for a year. Experience download speeds up to 250 meg. Plus, get our advanced Wi-Fi with EeroSecure, free for a year. A free Zumo Stream Box for all your entertainment needs. And a $100 Amazon.com gift card. Level up your internet. Hurry, call 844-EXTREME2 to save.
Foul odors, discolored water. Are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Have you been putting off correcting your smile?
Consider Smiles Correct Clear Aligners from Tillman Orthodontics.
We'll reach out to your insurance for you.
And provide interest-free in-house financing.
I got free financing and made easy monthly payments.
Smiles Correct aligners are made right here at Tillman Orthodontics.
Unlike other clear aligners, at Tillman Orthodontics, the materials, the contours, and the treatment plans are fully customizable.
A customized plan just for me.
Did the sun come out or is it my smile?
You can only get Smiles Correct at Tillman Orthodontics, so call today.
It's been a long week, don't you think, with Election Day and the usual work grind, but the weekend, it's just about here, and we've got you covered with some cool things to do around Delmarva. Ahead of Veterans Day on Monday, the Delaware Botanic Gardens is offering free entry for veterans with a military ID. Plus, anyone bringing a food donation for the Home of the Brave Foundation, they can get in for free as well. And don't miss the Rehoboth Beach Independent Film Festival at the Cinema Arts Theater in Lewis, running through Sunday. Each year, the festival brings out thousands of people to view a variety of American and international films, and this year, it's the 26th anniversary. The Delaware Beer, Wine, and Spirits Showcase celebrates 14 years this Saturday at the Delaware Agricultural Museum in Dover. You can expect tastings, food trucks, live music, and museum tours. Or take a day trip visiting some of Southern Delaware's most prestigious artists on Saturday. You can learn about the artwork and their creative process from the artists themselves, and even check out their studios. A Jolly Bus tour will depart at 8:30 a.m. from the Home Depot in Lewis. For event details, tickets, and more, just head to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do. Coast TV News at 5, we'll be right back.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
When your floor starts showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet and Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet and Tile Mart. Available, affordable, at your service.
There's a joy that comes with building your new home. The progress, the completion, and the move-in. At Berica, we specialize in building strong, energy-efficient homes. Custom built in our factory and finished on your lot. Start online today at bericahomes.com.
Hey, Delaware. Bet Rivers and Valley Casino are bringing betting on football to your phone. From props and in-game betting to the spread and the money line. It's all on your phone and it's all a touchdown. Plus, right now when you sign up, you'll get a second chance bet of up to $500. So huddle up, Delaware, with Bet Rivers, Valley Casino, and football on your phone. Download the app today.
The beloved TV classic soars off the screen and onto the stage this season. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical. See all your favorite characters from this TV classic come to life live on stage. This gleeful musical take on a holiday favorite will go down in history as a smashing hit. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical.
November 17th. Buy tickets at OCOcean.com.
Discover the craftsmanship behind each Berica home. With each factory tour, you'll embark on a 60-minute journey of innovation and precision. Step into a world where your future home comes to life. Call our office to schedule your factory tour today.
At Carpet and Tile Mart, we've got thousands of in-stock flooring solutions for every room. Now save up to 50% off, plus 0% financing up to 36 months. Hurry in before the sale is over. Only at Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart Flooring Supercenters.
Get ready, Delmarva. Excitement and incredible savings have arrived at Gateway Subaru. Save up to $3,200 on a new 2025 Subaru Outback with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. Or save up to $2,300 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. And be among the first to drive the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Stop in and reserve yours today. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Well, check out that nice fiery sky at an Ocean View sunset at 4:53. I know some people that like the early sunset, some people that don't. Kind of don't like when it gets dark early. I don't know about you, but 65 currently in Ocean View as we continue to see those cool conditions. It was a really nice day. We saw temperatures get up into the lower 70s away from the coast. Right now, pretty uniform in the mid to upper 60s. Continuing to see those winds out of the northwest, generally gusting at about 15 to 25 miles an hour, helping to fuel that fire concern. We have that red flag warning continuing at least through 6, and you can see the expanse of those warnings. We also have small craft advisories up for the bay and Oceanside through the weekend. You can see very clear and dry throughout much of the area. High pressure settling in. Look at this big, massive storm system. Some 1 to 3 foot of snow in portions of New Mexico and Colorado. We're going to tap into some of this moisture tail end of the weekend. As you can see, the rain chances over the next 7 days, they really ramp up Sunday night, and then we dry things out, and then we'll see another front roll through, looks like late Wednesday into Thursday. A clear night, temperatures, it's going to be pretty cold, especially away from the coast. We're going to dip in those low to mid 40s under clear skies. Tomorrow, wall-to-wall sunshine, much cooler than what we've seen. Highs, I think, are going to really struggle to get to the 60-degree mark. You can see northeast winds anywhere from about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Some areas just touching 60 degrees. So we see the clear skies into your Saturday. We start Sunday off with a few areas of sunshine, but we quickly cloud up through the afternoon. And then, believe it or not, yes, we see rain move in late Sunday afternoon, early Sunday evening, and that overspreads the area overnight. Most of the rain is going to fall overnight, and then in the early part of your Veterans Day, and then we're going to clear things out. So some rain on the way. I think we're going to break the streak of measurable rain, but it won't be a drought buster, expecting anywhere from about a quarter to as much as a half an inch of rain from this system. And you can see we clear out by Veterans Day afternoon, and in fact, a really nice Veterans Day once we get the rain out of here. And we see some dry conditions for Tuesday into Wednesday. Here is Hurricane Raphael, still a Category 2 hurricane, but looking very disorganized. This system is just going to kind of meander out in the Gulf, weaken as it affects, as some big-time wind shear affects the system and just kind of rips the system apart. Congratulations to our umbrella winner, Kimberly Halkopoulos of Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, on your umbrella. You're going to need it Sunday night as we see that rain move in. few early morning showers for your Veterans Day, but then we clear things out. We dry out. Some cooler temperatures, though, upper 60s to mid 50s by Wednesday. And then our next front rolls in Thursday with another shot of measurable rain Thursday.
Extreme weather in the U.S., fire threats raging along both coasts. In California, the mountain fire has destroyed hundreds of homes.
In New Jersey, fire crews are battling blazes while dealing with the driest conditions in over a century.
Lee Waterman takes us through it all.
Everything got destroyed. We didn't have time to do anything but leave. The fire moved so fast, the wind was so fast, you couldn't even move.
The fast-moving mountain fire sparked Wednesday in Southern California. Over 20,000 acres have burned, fueled in part by powerful Santa Ana winds. Richard Galante's home is just one of more than 130 structures left in ruin, at least 88 more damaged.
There's no stopping it.
Weather conditions so extreme, forecasters issued a particularly dangerous situation red flag warning for the potential of life-threatening fire behavior. At least 10 confirmed injuries have been reported with the mountain fire, but none are considered life-threatening. Today, fire conditions are expected to improve.
We are going to be able to make a lot of good progress out on the ground and the air, cooling down those hot spots and trying to keep it from spreading.
Meanwhile, along the East Coast, at least 4 brush fires continue to burn in New Jersey. Authorities say conditions are the driest they have been in 120 years, while the fire is egged on by winds and low humidity.
There's no dampness. You pick up leaves, they crunch in your hand like powder. It's going to be dangerous.
The ongoing drought conditions and gusty winds have prompted red flag warnings for over 50 million people across the region, including Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, and Boston. In New York, I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Not happy with your home's builder-grade gas fireplace? Let Shegrin Home Comfort Products upgrade your fireplace with a new one from Mendota, Regency, or Cozy Heat. These gas fireplaces add both warmth and aesthetic to your home. Shegrin has plenty of different styles and sizes to choose from. What are you waiting for? Start your fall fireplace project now before it's too late. Stop in one of our local showrooms or give us a call at 302-644-7700 to see how Shegrin Home Comfort Products can warm up your home.
At Matt the Carpet Guy, we take our work seriously. That's why we employ the best of the best, to ensure you find exactly what you're looking for. With a warehouse big enough to keep everything in stock and a showroom we can bring to you. The hardworking team at Matt the Carpet Guy brings affordable flooring within reach. We have cash and carry LVP starting at $1.99. Perfectly installed every time. Matt the Carpet Guy, flooring done right, the family way.
It's Delmarva's best-kept secret, Johnny Janosick's Outlet and Clearance Center. Save up to 80% on name-brand furniture and mattresses. Shop one-of-a-kinds, customer cancellations, scratch and dents, discontinued items, and more. Find incredible deals store-wide. We have something for everyone and something for every room in your home. Shop early and often. New products arrive daily. And buy it today, get it today. Discover the secret. Shop Johnny Janosick's Outlet and Clearance Center in Laurel and Dover.
I'm proud of you, son. Thanks, Dad. That means a lot. This home wouldn't be possible without the foundational life lessons you taught me. Call Dry Zone. What? To protect your crawl space. This is Delmarva, son. Just like your life, your home's foundation needs a dry crawl space. Call Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
In regional news, a new life-saving initiative kicked off in Kent County today. Whole blood units will now be carried on supervisor paramedic units in Kent County, giving paramedics a chance to provide trauma patients with on-site care. Now, Delaware is the first state in the country to have all ground paramedic units carrying whole blood. This began as a pilot program in Sussex and Newcastle counties, and officials say it's been quite successful.
This is an innovation that lets us deliver trauma center level care, bringing whole blood to patients to treat them early in the course of treatment, beating that golden hour.
This project is funded by more than $20,000 from the Delaware Emergency Management Agency.
Coming up tonight on Delmarva Sports Network at 6 p.m., it's Down and Distance, followed by the Scoops and Scores pregame show. That leads into live Delaware High School football when Sussex Central visits Smyrna. And then at 10:30, the Nittany Game of the Week. Also at 11 o'clock, the Final Score.
And here are your DSN Plus exclusives, all Delaware High School football. It's Woodbridge at Del Mar, Cape is home with St. George's, and Sussex Tech makes the trip across Route 9 to face Laurel. Coming up next, who took the top spot in the 2025 Grammy Award nominees? Stay with us on Coast TV News at 5.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving, whether it's wheelchair accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs. We've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
Back pain? Trouble sleeping? Slowing down? Reduce stress by 22% with hydrotherapy, lessening pain and improving sleep. At Delaware Hot Tub Company, we have saltwater hot tubs to give you these relaxing health benefits. A simpler, cleaner way to relax using fewer chemicals and easier to maintain too. Why stress when you can relax? Hot tubs, hotter prices at Delaware Hot Tub Company in Millsboro and Lewis. Ask about 0% financing.
Be charmed by Lewis.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants.
Treasures is sure to be just that, a treasure, offering beautiful jewelry, exquisite home decor, and perfect gift ideas too.
Hey, it's 7 a.m. I gotta get my caffeine fix. Cup of joe, high octane rocket fuel, Java lava, liquid gold, and a sticky bun.
Lewis Gifts has something for everyone, from unique home decor, gourmet food, bath and body, kitchen accessories, and gift ideas galore.
Lots to do and see.
In Lewis.
Hey, welcome to Poppy's Tacos.
Whether you want a place to watch the big game or you're hungry for some of the best Mexican eats in town, Poppy's has you covered. Our kid-friendly and dog-friendly taco joint is great for the whole family, and we run specials and events all week long. Be sure to stop in on Taco Tuesday for our buy 2 tacos, get 1 free deal. Visit our website for more information. Poppy's, there's always a fiesta on 15th Street.
We're looking for our first house. We're growing a family. The Parker Group and our realtor, Jen, they were great. Helped us get our first home. That was a very smooth, easy process, especially for our first time. Family expanded a little bit more. We went right to the Parker Group because how easy it was the first time. And before we knew it, here we are in our next home and we love it.
Our experience with the Parker Group was seamless.
Our realtor and the Parker Group was almost like a family in a way. They were there for us when we needed them. That was a big thing.
100% we would go with the Parker Group again.
The 2025 Grammy Awards nominees were announced Friday morning. Beyoncé leads with 11 nominations. She's followed by Post Malone, Kendrick Lamar, Charli XCX, and Billie Eilish with 7 nods each. Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish will once again compete in Album, Record, and Song of the Year.
Coming up on Sunday night, the Detroit Lions taking on the Houston Texans. Coverage starts at 7 right here on Coast TV, and then stay tuned for your hyper-local news coverage.
And if you're making your way out to any high school football games this evening, it's going to be a chilly evening under starry skies as we see those temperatures fall into the upper 50s through the evening hours. You can get your forecast at any time by calling our First Alert weather phone, and your Paul Davis 10-day shows the chance of rain late Sunday and a Monday with a front. We do dry out. It looks like it's going to be a very nice Veterans Day with sunny skies by the afternoon, and then we see some cooler conditions through Wednesday before another front gives us another shot of measurable rain into Thursday, and then we see some cooler air by the end of next week.
All right, thanks, Chris, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition, that's up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.